Last year, hundreds of thousands of Nevada students did not have computer or internet access, and today that state says the number is down to 0. Fox 5's Nkirika Azuka tells us why the state made this goal a priority.
So, John, with remote learning, access to internet is no longer an option, it's a necessity. Now, in August, 120,000 students in the state were without internet, and in September, that number dropped to 24,000. Today, that number is 0, according to the state. The Department of Education says this is important for the future of children and for the state as a whole. Distance learning has raised many issues for families.
We're not making near as much money as we were, and I never stopped working. Having to pay extra to the internet, obviously it's just one of the things that's killing us.
And for many of those families, access to internet is a big one.
There are inequities that have existed prior to the pandemic, but what the pandemic did was expose them and shone a huge light on those.
Superintendent of Public Instruction Joan Ebert says the state has been tracking the number of students with access to the internet since March.
But then in July, realizing where we were in the pandemic, and school districts making the determination to go fully virtual, the need amplified.
In August, 120,000 students in the state didn't have internet access. In September, 24,000 students didn't. And now in January, Ebert says 100% of students are able to connect.
The superintendent actually drove out to a student's home and delivered a hotspot. That was the last student that needed connectivity in Mineral County.
Ebert says this was possible thanks to districts, superintendents, principals, and teachers working together.
Knocking on doors, literally knocking. This is the last address we had for children. This is, we know where they were. They would look on social media to see if there are any relatives that knew where children were. So it was a heavy lift. And that last mile, if you will, took all of us to be able to find every single child.
She hopes the resource will help Nevada students now and in the future.
I know that we have so many bright minds in our community, and we just need to turn those light bulbs on.
Now, Ebert says if you still need access to internet for your distance learner, reach out to the principal of your child's school. We also have information about the Connect to Compete program on our website. That's fox5vegas.com. Reporting live, Nkirika Azuka, Fox 5 News, Local Las Vegas.